doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so 1987, or was it 88? I don't really remember, but between 87 and 88, Sega releases this arcade title. It's a top-down shooter called Alien Syndrome. And Alien Syndrome caught on. It was popular. It was a good game. I mean, it had everything that you're supposed to have in a sci-fi action game. And so it was ported naturally to a bunch of different home consoles. And the NES and Famicom were two of those consoles. Well, Tengen, the folks who traditionally ported unlicensed games to the NES around that time, they got the license. And so they put out their port of Alien Syndrome. And for all intents and purposes, it's pretty comparable to the Master System port, which, it was the first party home port. Right? And today, we're going to discuss Tengen's NES port of Alien Syndrome. Alright, so in Alien Syndrome, you play as either Ricky or Mary, and you're charged with going to these abandoned bases and spaceships and things like that, and rescuing humans that have been captured by these hostile aliens that are invading these different places. The aliens, by and large, they're a collection of different alien stereotypes. You have your alien blobs, and you have alien blobs. You have, your Geiger-esque creatures that look like they're from the Aliens movies. You have all manner of different creatures. And the thing that adds a bit of tension to this game is not only do you have these hordes of aliens that are coming after you, but there's a time limit, because at the beginning of every level, you set a time bomb. So you rescue these people from these alien ships, and you defeat a boss. And you have to do all of these things within a set time limit, or your bomb goes off, you lose a life, or a game over. I can't really remember. I just know it's bad. You blow up, it's bad. Just like in real life. Okay. But, this version of Alien Syndrome is pretty bare bones. It's by no means as beautiful as the version on the Sharp X6800 computer, or the arcade version that popped up on the Sega Genesis collection that appeared on different consoles a few years ago, or the version that appeared in the Sega Classics disc on the PlayStation 2. It's a good game. It controls well. It's a top-down action game. It feels like Heavy Barrel, Akari Warriors, Commando, stuff like that. But the fact that you can potentially leave behind some of the captives if time is short, it adds this moral quirk to games that traditionally didn't have a moral quirk. Alien Syndrome is an awesome title, and for a Tengen game, because it's a Tengen game, and because it's the Sega port of a Tengen game, it's not really in high demand. So you can get a copy really cheap. So I really, really suggest this game. If you come across it, you have an NES, you don't have a Master System. If you have a Master System, by all means, get the Master System version, because it's going to be a better game. But if you don't have a Master System, or if you can't find the Master System version, get Alien Syndrome on the NES. You won't be disappointed. This has been 8-Bit Animal, and I will catch you beautiful.